There are moments in life when words alone can seem inadequate to the task of sharing deep, personal thought. Sometimes, something more is needed.
In culture in general, in society in general, music is a core source of our information about not only our emotional well-being, but what's going on in the culture of the time.
A dedicated active singer-songwriter from Miami, Florida, Amy Carol Webb believes that music holds a deep and central purpose in life. Her dedication to the art has won her such noted acclaim as Miami's best solo musician. And Amy is a winner of the Music to Life songwriting contest 3 years in a row.
Music is an outlet. Music is a platform, if you will, for expression of any feeling that we have.
Ellen Shishko, also from Miami, is a licensed clinical social worker and psychotherapist. She believes that music provides an alternative way to reach our feelings and emotions and can help us express ourselves in ways that otherwise might not be possible.
It's a safer way for you to tell me about you than to say, well, tell me about you.
But the music becomes a vehicle to teach other ways of thinking and of living and taking what your life is and moving it into another direction. All right, y'all, welcome. We're back in circle again.
It is that pursuit of trying to help others find new direction that brings Amy here to the Broward Correctional Institution, a maximum security prison for women in South Florida. Amy works through a Florida-based not-for-profit organization called ArtSpring, whose mission is to use the arts, such as music, to help empower and redirect the lives of at-risk men, women, and youth.
I come from women who gave up their power. I come from women who gave up their name. And I come from women who know nothing ever stays the same.
On the surface, it may appear to be little more than a group sing-along, but what is really going on here is an intense series of 2-hour songwriting sessions led by Amy for these 21 incarcerated women. Here, music is used to create change by encouraging real self-expression, which offers a first step to emotional healing. It also brings a whole lot of much-needed joy.
Being physically a prisoner leaves you without knowing what do I do with any of my feelings in this environment. I got to find out, who am I going to be in this place? How am I going to physically survive? And who am I going to be? And that's a big question. It's a big question. You don't know the answer.
Women have struggled, women have freed, women who pass the torch to me.
I sing a lot about empowering ourselves as people. And I have a particular song called I Come From Women, which is reaches back to honor my matriarchal ancestors and then come down to who we are and who I am in the world. They pass the torch on to this generation and the next and the next and the next. Okay, who's got a verse?
I come from women who were always abused, and I come from women who are lost and confused, and I come from women who didn't realize their worth.
Women of wisdom, women of tears.
So when we're working with music and working with the songwriting, we're not saying write a song about a tree. We're saying write a song about your life. We give them prompts that they have to fill in the blanks and then take off on whatever matters to them.
I come from women who knew what they were worth.
I come from women whose faith was sure at birth, and I come from women who didn't know the freedom in the song.
Women of wisdom, women of peace, women who stood and embraced their fears.
Y'all wrong for that, putting me on the spot like that.
Women of struggle, women of free, women who passed the torch to me.
I think there are so many dimensions. You know, when the women are working, and they're working with a group, first of all, there's healing in the community.
Well, I did 2 years, and then they let me out on bond because I had charges in another county. And when they let me out on bond, I was out for about 11 months, and I came back, and now I'm on my 3rd year. Next year, I get out next year.
I try to take the women as they come through the door. If they choose to share their story with me, they quite often will, or it will come out in a song. It'll come out in something that they brought in.
I've been running from music and everything that was associated with it because of my past, but you can't really correct things if you're not tapping into the root. But this class gives us an opportunity to tap into those things because we never get the opportunities to let some of this stuff out, especially in song, because music for me has always been more so a spiritual thing, you know?
She brought us a song called Black Sheep in this session. She said, no, I want everybody to write your own verses. I just brought the ideas. You write your own verses, and then we'll go from there.
Black sheep, don't we no more? You ain't got to, God's got you for sure.
I get to know people that I never met before and get to see their points of views, and those things that weren't important to me, now they are important to me, other people's feelings and how other people feel. And I learned that through this class, and through the music, I learned that it's easier to communicate with people through music.
You were meant to be like them. You were created in the image of Him.
There's an awful lot of shame to be dealt with in this environment. Moving towards alternatives to violent ways of dealing with conflict, moving towards ways to talk through or work through artistic means.
Black sheep is not my name. Even though I am in prison, I'm the same.
It's become one of the premier songs that we've gotten to work on together. I sing it in my head all the time. It's one of those songs that just won't leave you alone once you've heard it.
Black sheep, black sheep, black sheep, black sheep, black sheep, black sheep.
See, you a black sheep, I'm a black sheep, just like the Bible say, God say, Mary, don't you weep. You in blue, I'm in blue, don't worry about it, keep your head up, boo. You gonna make it through. All us in the same game, we doing this chain game. We all doing this thing, we locked up, we can't get out, but don't worry about it, keep your heads up, cause God got your back.
Joy and pain,
Pump it up.
sunshine and rain.
Give it to us, Amy.
Joy and pain.
I love you all until I see you next week.
Music. No matter who we are or where we are changed by the power of music.